Not enough lockdown on side of Gaming Gladiators. They have Storm Spirit, and that's pretty much it. The leech mechanic. Every single time you play around Ravage, so you're gonna need to wait for 150 seconds, which is not ideal.
Oh, well, let's see. Let's see. And how big sort of your belief in Crystal Maiden as a hero? I'm sure we heard her free on the panel, but to go through it again, you know, Fada bringing it out here. Not a support we're seeing all the teams look to go with, but CM being thrown into the mix here for Tundra.
I want to see what they can do with Raid King. This lane has kill potential.
That's classic old school lane, right? Yeah.
Yeah, starting with the stick and the mango, so that means that most likely he wants to get a frostbite on level 2. I remember Virtus Pro, like 6 up to 8 months ago when they were playing Crystal Maiden Phantom Assassin. What you want to do with this type of a lane is start playing aggressively, land a Crystal Noah on 2 heroes, and so far Skitter doesn't have anything skilled. So if he starts with a Great Fire Blast, it's a lot of harassment, a lot of right clicks coming out, and man, these carry players, they're getting so greedy. Look at this, Raid King, 3 gauntlets, a branch, and a Quelling Blade.
The battle begins.
Oh, we definitely see the carries. They don't like to spend their money on the regen. That's the job of the supports. So yeah, a bit of a chase down between Duracho and 33 on the runes. Will be Gaimin Gladiators get themselves 3 of the 4 to start this one off. Well, we'll see how these lanes play out. See what Snake King can do. As on the Weaver, as we've seen, you know, this hero very, very strong right now. It's going to have to be, because outside of the Weaver's presence in the lane, it's going to be a little rough, you'd imagine, for 33. Rather easy for Duracho to get a full link off anytime 33 tries to...
Yeah, they have extra movement speed from Io. Weaver doesn't care too much about the static link, and Duracho will always look for Doom. That's why 33 started with Windlace, to have a bit of an extra movement speed, and his items in a quick buy, Phase Boots. I think that's like what you need to buy in this situation. You want to outrun the static link.
Now we'll see top. Off the mark there with the nuke, but... I mean, how much kill potential do you imagine Gaming Gladiators lane has up in this tide?
Crystal Maiden dies. Level 2, she's just straight up
dead. Oh no, Fada, watch out.
If Ace started with Gush, Crystal Maiden dies there. Yeah. Double slow plus right clicks should be enough, and she's one of the slowest heroes, level 1 anyway. Snake King doing a very good job manipulating the creep wave.
Yeah, they've got to do something to shake up this bottom lane, as we say. That 33 doesn't want to step up and hit the wave at the same area as Duracho.
Usually you would not do it if their creeps are not underneath the tower, but you know Razor needs to be there, so you just drag it there and you can kill the big creep, so you get some extra value from it. And we can see 33 getting the last hit, plus 62 gold, not bad.
A nice little move there from Snake King to make sure that he gets that range creep underneath the tower, even though it's been held back by the way that he's moving the wave as well. So trying to get as much as he can out of that. Mid lane, CS at the moment, boom, 12 for 1 against a 9 for 1. Very close in this matchup. And of course a 1v1 where the Death Prophet can pressure the Storm a little bit. But at the same time, it's got to be careful about being baited into a trap setup with the Remnants. Top lane, Inks well done, will connect onto Skeeter. He's going to be able to step away.
They have no regen left. Crystal Maiden is bringing Tango and a healing salve. They don't have the vision of it, but if somehow they manage to kill the courier, that would be pretty big. Skeeter needs to be careful.
Yeah, if they see the opportunity to get in and dive with the Gush setup, Skeeter could die. And bottom, as it is, you know, 33 able to find some farm, but still, of course, just no chance of slowing down Duracho. Top CS right now on the Razor. Stupendous. Having a very nice setup in this bottom lane. There we go, buffed up and be able to chase down 33, and looks like he should have the movement speed for this. 33's trying to hide in the trees, actually. It's a good juke, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive. Duracho will still end up finding him. And of course the struggles, as we're seeing, of being a sort of melee offlaner against a Razor, buffed up by the IO. You just can't run away.
The extra movement speed also Dyrachyo decided to buy Boots of Speed for himself, and yeah, going for pretty standard Falcon Blade, have a bit more mana, and then get like a BKB, or if he wants to get Boots of Travel to be a bit more active, and then into Refresher, like pretty standard build on Razor. You know the timings, 33 needs to run away one more time.
Now, as soon as he's back to lane, Gaimin Gladiators just going in as soon as Static links up. Now that risky moment where 33's used the Scorched Earth, and certainly he's not going to have that to run if he steps up once more, so continue to have a tough time down in that matchup.
9 doing a very good job on a mid lane, level 5.5. Storm Spirit forced to pick up enemy Bounty Rune and TP back to mid lane, not even close to level 5. Maiden, top lane, about to die. Thought she's gonna die like 2 times, at least until this point. Because Wraith King doesn't provide you with much. It's 1 stun and that's it. Also summoning the skeletons will just increase the damage of the Stroke of Fate, so you need to be careful about that one as well. You get caught out of position, you straight up die. 9. Starts to put pressure on the mid tower.
Oh, did you get bottom a good courier snipe from Snake King? Pretty much takes away the entirety of Dyrachyo's Falcon Blade, so slowing his progress down a little bit.
This is dead tower.
C9 even looking over towards Tofu, but thinks, well, if he won't dive, he'll be happy with that tower alone. Yeah, 5 minutes. That's all it took here for 9 to get the opportunity to bring that one down. So for maybe some of the struggles that are being had in the side lanes, 9 is definitely picking it back up and taking this early game on his shoulders mid.
This opens up the map so much. Killing tower 5 minutes in, you can get an easy access to enemy jungle through the mid lane. Also, why does this Razor set look like Lich?
Oh, it does a bit. He's got like the coattails going on and the back piece. Yeah, it does a bit.
Pay to confuse.
Yeah. Top lane. See if they can make another move onto Skeeter here, pre-level 6. Set up. Has he got any backup coming in to help him? He doesn't. Well, he's going to be able to hide it out in the trees. Oh, Snake King was trying to come over to get that celery. Well, managed to deny it, at least before Snake King sneaks past him to pick it up. Also has Boom brought over close to buy, so quick link up to the Storm will take him out of the reach of 9, who was starting to step over. Boom. It's going to have to play a bit of the recovery game. Not have a nice time against DP mid. And 9's on the move. Swinging over
out the
towards
stack.
Yeah, should be able to take this down here, as Gaimin Gladiators not looking to do anything about it. The pings are coming out. It's going to be all too late. 9 will be able to take a nice bit of gold off their hands.
It's a new record. 5 minutes, 10 seconds.
I mean, he smashed it as well. The previous one nearly a minute slower, 6 minutes 7. Just goes to show how quickly he was able to do that. Yeah, solid stuff from 9. We saw even in the last game where Tundra did struggle. 9's performance was, he was trying to keep it as clean as possible, getting as farmed as he could. Did his best to try and gear up to potentially turn that game 1 around, but of course it was too far out of hand. This time around, taking the lead even earlier. And it's now top. As soon as Exorcism's back up, he's going to make moves elsewhere. Going in on towards Ace. Ace will get drained down by the Siphon. Dyrachyo's in there on to 9. And it's too much. 9 ends up going down. Dyrachyo cleans up the double. Skeeter, the last man left alive here for Tundra, up on the top lane as he's tempted to run, but they'll chase him down, kill him off as well.
That was a great TP rotation from Dyrachyo there. Instantly understanding, like, DP, she wants to dive. She wants to get the skill on the Tidehunter. TP stop and gets not just 2, but actually 3 return kills for the Tidehunter, who's a bit under-leveled at this point. He's still level 5, just got level 6.
Yeah, he was like a slither away from level 6 there. Tundra trying their best to strike whilst he was not quite at the Ravage, and as it happened, it didn't matter that it wasn't there. Sure, he dies, but the whole fight is still a loss here for Tundra. As Gaimin Gladiators, they'll look for the tier 1 top now with Dracho moved into position. Straight for the BKB, of course, after the Falcon Blade. And this tower will be gone. Still overall close on the gold, even with 9 dying, he's holding it up there. And of course, down on the bottom lane, 33's Doom is still able to farm quite a treat.
Snacking managed to get a deny on the top tower. Doom, as you said, now the real farming starts.
Yeah.
Hand of Midas, only 2 points in Devour, but yeah. He's playing for that Blink Shiva's refresher timing. This is when the game just completely can be turned over, but these 2 Dooms, because they have a good like chase potential, their Blink daggers are gonna be online. I want to see Gladiators jumping people. Like, there's still no relocate. Io is about to hit level 6, but they have good way of setting things up with just storm zipping into a relocate, possibly with Razor. Right now, they're gonna be playing together, Storm Spirit and Io. Razor right now, because he made a rotation to the top, got a couple of kills, managed to kill the tower. The tower in the end got denied, but he needs to get out of the top lane. Like, this top lane is not secure unless they smoke, unless they bring some backup. So for now, they're just lurking around the mid lane. They want to use this first Ravage. Tidehunter, very tanky. Bracer, Soul Ring, and a Hood. Gonna be very hard to take down. I think at this point he understands that that Prophet needs to use Exorcism plus Spirit Siphon, and there's gonna be there needs to be some kind of follow-up damage on top of it.
See what we have here around the mid. Now Tundra's going to react. They will smoke up on the 2 of them. As you said, with the Exorcism, they absolutely do have a team fight that they can bring back into the face of Gaimin Gladiators if Gaimin Gladiators try to force this. And we'll see. You know, are Tundra confident enough to try and fight into this Ravage? Very scary Razor at this stage of the game. On 9. And will swing in and reveal himself. Show his presence, and that looks to be enough for Gaimin Gladiators to split back up across the map. As Dracho backs off, looking to finish off his BKB. He's even going to pop the ult to continue farming here. So they're happy to hold off and wait until that sort of next core item timing before they go for a fight, Gaimin Gladiators.
There's no need to rush things, considering that Storm Spirit is a bit behind. When we're talking about the net worth, the same amount of farm as Tidehunter, like Doom is much more farm than them. They want to have this Orchid, they want to have a BKB. This is the timing that they're looking for, so they're going to sync up in the next minute and a half, up to 2 minutes.
And 9, swing down to the bottom lane. Shouldn't need to pop the Exorcism to take this one. Tofu the only one standing in the trees here. It's Gaimin Gladiators, unlikely to put the defense in. Tofu will reveal himself. Should probably die for this. Oh, he's actually going for the TP out, and do they have anything to stop it on the front lines? They don't.
Oh, 9 had a Yules.
I guess not quite able to get it off in time. Didn't catch vision of him. And it's a successful escape. 9 will at least settle with taking the tower. Does mean that in the mid, Gaimin Gladiators have been able to get the push back on with Dracho at the front. Tundra starting to sweep up a few of them across the river to make it over towards this tower. He's in deny range, and Skeeter, he'll try for it. Won't be able to take it, though. Dracho still able to secure the last hit on the tower.
That will get them closer to the timing they're looking for. Storm Spirit just a recipe away from Orchid, 400 gold. And Razor, he needs a bit more gold for the BKB.
Again, another round of the ult here just to speed up that BKB finishing. 33 with the amount of gold that he's got pumping into his bank account. Will have his BKB almost at a similar timing, so won't have any struggle charging into the fight and finding his Doom target. And at this stage, of course, not really much that can be done to save them. Lock down to the Io. Maybe I can get a good relocate off.
Being pinged on bottom. They found him. He pops the Exo.
See what the move's going to be. It's just going to be TP out from both of them, and they'll do so before any vision is found. But that's going to be quite an expensive Exorcism usage. Unlikely that too much is going to be able to be done with it. We'll try and start the push up onto the tier 2.
This is perfect for Gaimin Gladiators.
Yeah.
They can smoke up the item timing that we mentioned. The BKB plus Orchid is there. Razor just needs to use the career after this creep camp, and he has it. Like, this is the big time. Even though it says, you know, less than 1k gold lead for Tundra, they still want to take the fight. They might even go inside the pit and force it because they know there's no exo.
And am I just crazy? This is something we expect to see. I mean, a CM with the Soul Ring.
They love Soul Ring. We've seen, what, 3 Soul Rings last time on Tundra?
Yeah, it's a bit of beef as well. 6 strength, 2 armor. You don't mind a bit of that as a super CM. And you've got very expensive spells. Not the biggest mana pool. Sure, you got the regen, but the mana pool's not great. So. And easy for the jungling. You know, Fada can clean up some camps.
Yeah, great for the jungling.
Yeah.
This is where you want to be.
It is. I think Fada's been working his way around a few camps.
Map is not big enough for him to be in the jungle and take some of the camps. You have better stuff to do as position 5. This is not a pub game, Owen.
Radiant's bottom tower
Over all that increased gold that 33 continues to climb the ranks with is definitely keeping his team Tundra as a whole just that bit ahead of Gaimin Gladiators. Gaimin Gladiators, of course, they'll secure the Aegis on Boom. But this Doom is going to be farmed. A lot of eyes on 33 to see what he can do. Obviously, he was shut down massively in game 1. This time, he's definitely had the setup here to make some of the plays. BKB is complete.
Hand of Midas, come on, use it. Pop it.
Use it. Oh no, there we go.
Value.
He's getting the big creep.
He used it on a small one.
Oh, he did? Oh, he devoured the big one. Oh no, what, top lane? That's Deb Weaver, Boom, with the Orchid. He's ready for the pickoffs like this.
Why is Boom pinging and tipping Skeeter for some reason?
Well, tips flying all over the place here.
He's not doing anything, he's just farming jungle.
Now, how's Skeeter's items looking? Let's go get that Blink Dagger on top of the armlet next. We'll see a smoke up from Gaimin Gladiators. They know that they can definitely play rather aggressive with this Aegis. And with the ultimates, with the Ravage being that big one if they can get Ace into position. Blink Dagger done, so yeah, he'll have a pretty easy time jumping the back lines and popping that Ravage.
16 minutes in, we have not seen Ravage yet.
We haven't.
We have not seen Doom.
Oh, Skeeter. We're going to be able to jump him here around the small cap. With the full team, I don't think there's much that Tundra can do to get him out to safety.
Bail, bail.
They've got to let this man go.
This is when you say space created. Not as a position 1, but if it was someone else, Boom decides to pick up
Hey, space created for Fada to jungle, you know, he's out the other half of the map cleaning up the
Now
large
it
cap.
makes sense, this Soul Ring build.
You've got to make room for the jungling.
Yeah,
I told you. This is the plan. Fada is going to become the true carry here. Let's go.
Like, this should get punished. He shows up on the bottom lane. I mean, they don't have Relo, so it's difficult to kill the Crystal Maiden. Look at Fada.
A golden thread.
How many kills?
Well, you think the CS, so we had the magic number just there. That's up to 34, 35 too.
Yeah, I mean, most of the gold comes from passive, 42%, so he's not been farming much. 37 CS, a lot of those are jungle creeps, small camp creeps.
I mean, the map is rather scary for Tundra. If they see a chance, Celery and Boom, they'll be ready with the global moves. Snaking. It's got to be careful top. I mean, 33 is around, but at the moment with the BKB alone, closing the gap on Boom isn't easy. Needs that Blink Dagger.
Crystal Maiden against Io. 0 gold from lane creeps. What a support.
That's a true support there, Celery. Top lane, 33. He's going to put the BKB. He'll turn towards the Io. Does he want to slam down the Doom for this one? I mean, not quite yet. He really wants to find something a bit bigger, but backup's coming. 33 is going to get jumped. He's dead. Fada tries for the ultimate, but they zip straight in on top of him, put in the silence. Double kill for Boom.
He did not have mana for Doom.
Oh, he was short.
He was short 9 mana.
Oh, that hurts.
No stick.
Yeah.
Doom, not the most intelligent guy in Dota. What's his intelligence gain? 1.7 per level. Relocate.
Easy rune. Easy refill there for Boom. And we'll see it again here. I mean, 33 did. He tries to go in. We see the numbers add up. And indeed, just a little short after he'd blown the rest of his tool set to maybe go for the Doom. I mean, do you imagine what in that situation, if he did have the Doom, he would be slamming it down on the IO to get the kill?
Yeah, I believe so. He just needed some kind of follow-up.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's like, okay, I'm bad at math.
Oh, mate.
Ravage.
I get the straight jump. They managed to jump in onto 9. 9 pops the BKB. It doesn't matter. He's still dead. I mean, I feel that this is a game, 90 minutes in. I feel like the net worth indicator isn't really a good indication of where this game really stands right now.
Not really, especially after these like 2 big mistakes. I think the crucial moment so far has been 9 using Exorcism on the bottom and then not getting anything out of it. They all TP out, they get the 2 big item timings, BKB on Razor, Orchid on Storm Spirit, and they get the road from it.
And bottom.
2 seconds. Oh, he didn't get it. He was 1 second off cooldown.
I mean, yeah, they'd tell you that was perfectly calculated, Gaimin Gladiators, but they were probably a little surprised themselves that he didn't come in with a second life. I mean, Tundra even TPing over to maybe try and get back over to him, but indeed not quite working out for him there, the timings. Tofu is going to be looked towards it. Boom's ready to help him out with the backup, but does get caught out by the silence into the Doom. They've locked down Boom. 33 will be able to run it down, but the tether comes in. They're trying to heal the Storm back up, but he'll still fall. Boom dies. Dracho's now ready to turn. BKB pop runs down 33. 9 and Snaking will get over to the back lines, take out Celery, but Dracho with his BKBs running down Tundra's own back lines as Fada goes out.
It would have been a great relocate out, but Yule Scepter from Weaver actually stopped it.
See Skeeter. Jump over with the stun. I mean, Dracho with the BKB coming to the end. He needs help. Tofu tries to do his best from the high ground. He's not going to be able to save him, and he's even going to lose his own life here. As Tofu's TP attempts put to a stop, Tundra, they're able to take this fight. A big fight to take here as they team wipe Gaimin Gladiators, getting that excellent start, just eliminating Boom from the entire altercation.
It comes down to itemization. If Weaver does not have this Yule Scepter, they would be able to get the relocate out and then reset. So Tundra would not get like 3 kills from this if Snaking decided to go for a different item build. I mean, it's a great item for setting things up. Oh, Zip.
I'm going to see them step over and look towards Boom. 9 pots the BKB. He's got the Siphon. Is it going to be enough to win this fight against Boom? Boom's getting very low. He's playing on the edge. He has to get back now. 9 should go down as Boom is able to zip back in. Ace frontlines it as he runs down the Death Prophet. I mean, it was a great fight early on their side of the map, but 9 and Snaking maybe getting a bit ahead of themselves, charging over towards the triangle to see if they could do something about Boom. They couldn't, as Gaimin Gladiators were back in action, and 9 loses his life off the back of that.
If they wanted to back off, they could have on side of Gaimin Gladiators. They didn't have to like try to fight that Prophet with 2 Spirit Siphons. Relo. Kill the hero that truly matters in this game. How's his item progression?
What's he got him?
Got the big boy Philly. That's gonna add up some extra gold, going for drums.
He's got a lot of money. Yes, holding on to the 1700 Fada before he buys up on the components. Maybe considering a bigger item at this point. I mean, do you think he'll still go for the drums or something else you could pick up at this stage for the CM?
I mean, you can try to get a BKB. I wouldn't mind seeing a BKB, but drum gives you a bit more like presence in team fights. You pop the drums, gives you a little bit of tankiness, and you're not just Ogre Axe and saving gold for the BKB. You're also playing position 5, so that's gonna take a while until he gets there. I also wouldn't mind seeing this big boy Philly passed on to Weaver so that he can farm up Aghanim Scepter faster. It's a perfect item for Weaver because you still can kill creeps with the True Swarm and Shikuchi.
Dire are scanning.
I'm talking about Aghanims. Ace. It's very close to having his. About 1200 gold off it.
I think it's just called Swarm True Swarm for some reason. I don't know. It gives sight, so... Oh. Doesn't matter. Zip.
He's going to get the tether off, but he will still die. 33. He's able to find a Doom target, but the BKB was already off, so there's going to be no follow-up afterwards. Off to the side, Boom's been caught out by the silence. There's not going to be anyone getting over to him to help out. And meanwhile, in the river, Duracho, despite being doomed, taking no further damage, is ready to fight with the team buybacks. Two of them coming out here from Gaimin Gladiators. Refreshers popped a second round of the BKB in the ult. Duracho, he's got to keep on fighting. H tries to TP out, but he'll die. 9 just melting here to the damage of the ultimate. Duracho, Skeeter goes with the TP out, manages to escape.
Let's see the row spawn, 12 seconds. So these two buybacks, boom, very tanky with Kaya Sanj, but not tanky enough to survive. Like, they didn't overlap any of the abilities on Tundra. Unfortunately for them, they did not scout things out inside the pit. Roshan just spawned, Zip again.
So he's got enough burst, not quite. The Yules is out, Snaking. Trying to get away with the time lapse, but the sentry's down. They've got the link to set this one up, build up that damage. Booms in to finish them off. The buyback's paying off here. Getting him a good amount of kills and control back over the map, Gaimin Gladiators.
They need Roche. They definitely need Roche out of this. The Raid King is still level 16, so that means only 2 points in reincarnation. So he's not going to be the one, you know, going in like he doesn't care. He definitely needs to care. They have no saves whatsoever until Weaver farms Aghanim Scepter, and straight into Roche pit they go. You need to give this Aegis to Storm Spirit.
Looks like they'll get it. We have no involvement from Tundra. Should be a quick one here for Gaimin Gladiators and a safe one as well. Oh. Bit of the old pause arena.
Waiting for admin to say reason of the pause.
Reason question mark. What we got here? What seems to be the problem? Oh. He paused in real life as well. That's impressive. No wonder they had to pause. They're having a real life pause. Hello?
Was that him who paused the game?
I think where the whole space and time has paused. State the reason. We could see the reason. I mean, Skeeter's paused.
Admin doesn't see it. He's in the game.
Is the whole of Tundra paused?
What if they're trolling? That they're like not moving on purpose.
Skeeter went to check on some. No, he's right there. He didn't go to check on anything. Someone needs to go over and press the F9 key on him. Get him out of this.
Staring contest. I don't think you can win against Skeeter. The man doesn't blink.
Oh, at least we know it's not all the Tundra that's frozen in time. 9. Oh, Skeeter's now gone. We've lost Skeeter. Let's hope he's going to be able to find his way back to this dimension.
Weaver needs to be careful once he finishes Aghanim Scepter not to use it on Skeeter, because he might go to that frozen state.
You don't want to time-lapse him back to this moment. That's true. He could get stuck again. Well, hopefully all will be good. Oh, he's back. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. We're all good. Skeeter has returned to our current plane. And we're ready to get the action back on.
They're still not ready, but Roshan about to drop. Aegis plus Shard. Both Storm Spirit and Razor not the best Shard carriers. Yeah, you give it to Io.
Yes.
It doesn't make much sense.
That stun can definitely be a little tricky.
It's a long duration stun. It's 1.75, and if you try to initiate, let's say with Raid King without popping a BKB or Doom, you get stunned, they're instantly gonna lock you.
See what we can get done top. Snaking trying to scout out the back line, see what the situation is, but as it stands, Tundra not seemingly interested in defending this tier 2 against an Aegis push. Snaking will just try and cut the creeps, whilst the rest of his team look to work on towards the tier 2 of Gaimin Gladiators bottom.
Have we seen Doom being used at all?
We had it that last fight, right, where Io nearly saved the storm.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it, I believe, yeah. He's not found another chance. He's been focused on the farming here, 33. But,
I don't blame him. I've seen Doom carry the games once he gets to that point with the Refresher plus Shiva's Guard, and it's gonna take him another, like, 10 minutes to get there. Hasn't been very active, died a couple of times.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Boom out with the gem. So we'll be able to really secure this jungle control. 33's got to go for the BKB TP out. Celery spots him in the trees.
They have no abilities that can stop the BKB TP. And you don't have heroes that buys a basher, so that's one way to play for Tundra. Try to split push, don't get initiated on. They have very limited amount of stuns and lockdowns anyway.
Top lane, Duratio. He's going to start the move on to 9. They're bringing in Boom. 9's got to put the BKB. His TP is on cooldown. So he won't be able to go for the BKB TP out. BKB's going to come to an end, and so will his life. 9's gone. Quick move there onto the Death Prophet when they knew that no chance would be there for a TP out to come into play. And now Boom zipping over. Got his eyes on Skeeter. We have a bit of a wraparound attempted by Ace. Fada will put a stop to it for now with the Frostbite. But he's looking pretty dead on the CM underneath the tier 2. Ace easily able to set up for the dive there with the Aghanim's Gush to slow down the CM.
This Aghanim Scepter on Tide, one of the better Ags upgrades, and really glad people started to buy it as their like second, sometimes even item. Most of the time it's third, because you need a hood. A lot of times you need a Blink Dagger, and then like when you don't need it, you can just go straight into Aghanim Scepter. Like, it increases your farm. If you hit like 2 or 3 heroes, the value that you get from it. Also the talents, the Gush slow, the Gush damage, synergizes really well with it.
No, absolutely, yeah. No, sort of having that minus armor as well, also set up for a Razor to come in with the ult to clean up. It all adds up.
Dire's bottom tower
A lot of reduction between the two of those. Now Gaimin Gladiators, they're eyeing up the third tier 2 tower here. Tundra, they're going to try and do something about it. They're smoking up. Because this fight will be had still into a range just that persists for a minute and a half left on Boom, and Boom also having an arcane rune in the bottle for this. They're going to start the action. They jump Duratio with the Doom. Duratio, he's going to get taken out, so they're going to be able to save him. He's going to be fine. They couldn't take him out before the save came in. Boom's also able to keep his Aegis intact as he BKB zips up to the high ground. Tundra, what more have they got? They're looking over towards Ace. Ace, he'll turn with another Gush. He's getting siphoned down. Tide will fall. Over onto the back. Boom also loses his first life here. Snaking takes him out. But now Duratio's ready to run them down with the Eye of the Storm, beating down amongst the entirety of Tundra as they fall one by one. 4 dead on Tundra. They try everything to start the fight, but
yeah,
Celery,
they need to cancel this relocate. They definitely need to do it so they can focus the hero down. Managing only to kill Tidehunter after using a Ravage, not a big W. A surprised Boom decided to go for Weaver in the back lines. Like, he used a lot of
It
mana.
looked like they had him. Look how close they got to killing him.
Yeah, it definitely was close. If they get that kill, like, it's a completely different fight.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. We saw at the end how much damage Duratio was doing when he was cleaning up. If he's taken out there and the relocate is unsuccessful, it could be a completely different fight result there for Tundra. But as it was, they couldn't do it. Celery keeps his carry alive. And now they're beating onto the racks as Gaimin Gladiators approach the high ground. See what Tundra can do to stop. They're coming back into action. See if they can make any jumps, but they're falling one by one again. Now without the ability of the Doom to start anything off, they just don't stand a chance of picking apart or taking out one of Gaimin Gladiators' heroes. As that bottom racks, it's completely gone. Gaimin Gladiators, they'll swing over to the mid. 10k gold lead. It feels increasingly hard yet again for Tundra to be able to do much at all. 9, no exorcism still, of course, for 40 seconds. Without these ultimates, they just don't have anything to fight Gaimin Gladiators with.
They don't. They just don't have enough damage, and pretty much all of their cores rely on cooldown to be able to, like, give you something in a team fight, and it's something big. So now they get 2 set of barracks, and they're not stopping. Ace about to have Ravage in 27 seconds. BKB available on Razor once again. Still gonna respect it. Double damage. I think the story of this whole series was like them controlling the runes. The first game on Queen of Pain, she was getting every single rune, and this time around Storm Spirit getting whatever spawned, he's gonna get it. And it's never Illusion Rune, even though Illusion Rune can also be good against the Silence. Frostbite works well. 9 will need to pop a BKB.
He will. He's gonna go for the TP out, but they've definitely got the physical to take him out before it's done. as Nine's out. Fada trying to run up to the high ground. He's not going to be able to get away. As they'll take the two of them. A quick trip back to base to get Boom back up to full mana. As Tundra, if they can hold off until Fada and Nine and back up, they'll have the full team fight, at least the ultimates to drop. They have now got Ags on snaking, so a bit of an extra save for whoever gets jumped. But with the farm of Gaimin Gladiators heroes, it just seems so hard to see how Tundra's able to really take someone down or do anything about the fact that Celery's always going to be in with the save. They try their best to make the jump. They're
Relo
in. Onto the Razor. Relo on cooldown right now, but the heals are enough. They're in with the Ravage. He's able to jump in and pretty much grab the four of them. I think Skeeter got the BKB off, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's game.
As Gaimin Gladiators cleaning up Tundra here once more. Buybacks are coming in. It's not going to end quite yet, but it's got to be around the corner. I mean, 32 to 10, 16k lead. Gaimin Gladiators ready to go for the final set of Rex here top.
Relo on cooldown, they can't kill him. Like, even with Aghanim Scepter on Weaver, it's just not enough. Look at the damage coming up from Duraccio.
Oh, Nine just died in the fountain. Is Duraccio charges him down. GG is called. As Gaimin Gladiators, a fantastic series from them. This game was the least stompy game of the day, but it was still a stomp. It was still a stomp.